Hi there, I'm Jeff Sanger. I'm going to be your instructor for English 101 this semester online. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I'm looking forward to working with you this semester. I'm looking forward to reading your writing, one of my favorite parts of the class, and getting to know you as well. This video is designed to give you an overview of my suggestions in terms of the best way to interact with the course within Canvas, because I want you to feel confident about how to access the material so that you can be successful, because there's going to be lots of things to read and lots of work to do each and every week. If you can hang with me and do it, I think that you'll be successful. So let's get right into it. As you'll see, I try to keep videos pretty brief so that people actually watch them. Let's get right into it. So when you go to the homepage for my course, this is what you're going to see. You will always see a picture of one of my pets. It might not always be this picture. It won't always be Steve, the Sphinx, although I do have quite a lot of pictures of Steve built up that I will often use, but I do have other pets that I will sometimes put here. I see the homepage as kind of like a welcome page for each week, so I generally change the picture each week because the content is set up for you to work through a week at a time. We'll talk about what that looks like in a minute. Now, you can access a lot of this stuff on your phone as well if you have limited access to a PC. Of course, you will need a PC to write the papers. But for example, there is a decent Canvas app on the phone. It lists a to-do list just like the PC version does. That's helpful for you to keep up. But let me give you this warning right at the very beginning. This is what you do not want to do. Do not just use the to-do list to interact with the class. If you're only reading the assignments that are worth points, I can almost guarantee you you're going to fail. Because the thing about my English classes that most students seem to like, but I think there are a few students that don't like, is that I expect you to learn new things. I have content that will challenge you to do new things. The things that I asked you to do in the papers, you will need to have read the content in Canvas and participated on the discussion boards and able to in order to become confident in doing the things I'm asking you to do in the papers. We're not just going to regurgitate 5-paragraph essays with 3-pronged thesis statements that you've been writing, some of you anyway, have been writing over and over again for years. I have just not found a lot of use for those, and so I don't assign them. Anyhow, let's look at what Canvas looks like here, right? So here's my homepage with the welcome reminder about the first assignment, this video that you're watching, right? And then I say, here, look, click this so that you can see what the week's materials look like. So you could click that, or you could just click modules. And once you click modules, then it takes you, oh, okay, here's week 1. Now, this is exactly what I was talking about. You can see here's an assignment that's worth points. These assignments are worth points as well. And of course, they have due dates. This is an asynchronous online class. That means you can work within it whenever you want, not at set times. However, there are set due dates for things, right? So you need to complete the syllabus acknowledgement quiz and the e-course student orientation before 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday, the 25th. Now, these other pages are not worth points, but they're extremely important, right? I use weighted grading in my class. You want to read more about this to learn about how it works. And see how what I just did there, I just hit next. That's the best way to navigate through the course, right? Is to just start out here with the syllabus quiz and just keep hitting next to work your way through all of the content. And when you have made your way through the first week, then you'll get a message like this, right? This is, oh, hey, here's a funny picture of Steve. Congrats, you made it through the first week. More will be published soon. I usually have content for the following week published by Saturday. Anyhow, back to the module view. So I gave you an overview there. There are other things in here. The textbook, there's no textbook for you to buy. I use what's called open educational resources. There's more about that on this page that I'll let you look at independently. This is all the readings for the entire semester. You don't need to go through them here because what I do is I embed them right here in the content. All you got to do is click through and read it. It makes it more manageable. I surveyed some students, and about 75% of them prefer having it set up this way as opposed to a list of readings for the entire week. But if you want to look at the entire textbook, there's a link in here so that you can do that. What are some of the other modules that are in here? There's some helpful stuff with Canvas. We'll talk about citation later. You don't need to worry about that for now. We'll just make that small. Of course, I'd love to see you vote. These are just things that sometimes I will refer people to if they struggle with the first paper or two. We don't need to worry about that now, but you're welcome to check them out if you find them helpful. So that's basically the module view. So let's pretend I'm you, right? And we're just going to get right into the course. You can see the due dates, right? So you can kind of plan your life here, hopefully. So you'll go ahead in here, and there's a syllabus acknowledgement quiz, right? But of course, before you do this, you're going to want to review the syllabus. Every college course you take is going to have a syllabus, and you're always going to have to sign off on it through some kind of acknowledgement. It's like a contract between you and me for the semester. So you want to review it, make sure you can adhere to everything in here, make sure you think that it's fair, because if you don't, there's nothing wrong with like withdrawing and getting a refund, right? So you can look at it that way, or you can click the button and download it on your device. After you read this and check out the tech reminder page, then you can go ahead and take the syllabus quiz. Like it says here, keep taking it until you get all 10 points, because it's important that we're all on the same page in terms of what's required for the course. Definitely check out the tech reminders page, not just because it's important, but because there is a link there to get a free copy of Microsoft Office 365 that you can use as long as you are a Maricopa student, if you like. Anyhow, I'm not going to explain every page to you, right? Because I like to think they're pretty well written. They tell you what you need to do. Many of the online courses that you take at GCC, they're going to expect you to do the e-course student orientation. Like it says here, if you've done this for another class, if you've done all 3 of those modules, send me the proof. I'll give you free points. You don't have to do it again. But if you can't provide me the proof, then you'll need to go ahead and do this. Anyhow, so you just sort of click your way through the material, work through the pages, right? More on the textbook, another one of my wonderful pets. Oh, this is a fun thing I added this semester, tips for success. Again, so you just keep going, and of course, you can skip around if you really wanted to, but I would encourage you to just click through each thing. There's one other assignment for this week, this discussion board assignment. I'll let you take a look at that yourself. Certainly, you can message me if you have questions about any of this, if you have concerns, right? You just click this button here that says inbox, and you can draft a message. All you have to do is select this class, type in my name, and it'll automatically populate. Or, as you'll see in the syllabus, I have an email address at GCC that you can send stuff to there. You'll also see in the syllabus that I maintain virtual office hours in Google Meet. So if you wanted to drop by for one of those with a question, we can always talk that way too. That's lots of fun. I think that's about all I want to include in this video. We'll talk more about interacting with Canvas in the weeks to come, but I think I've given you this overview. Again, is designed to help you understand how to interact with the course in a way that ensures you see all the content that you need to see to be successful, so that you can complete all of the assignments. As it says here, remember, the first assignment due Tuesday, 8/25 before 11:59 p.m. If you have any questions or issues, feel free to, as I mentioned, send me a message. Until next time, that's all I've got for now. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.